I want to thank a few people too. Steve, Gant, Jed, Chris, Shane, and there's a bunch of other people in I'm sure in the audience that I don't know, but they said thank these people, so that's what I'm doing. So I want to speak to the kids tonight more than the adults, and talk to Josh and several people about what I should talk about, and they were all, work ethic and goals for you kids, and I know it's going to be short and sweet. If I can, maybe change one kid's life tonight, just one kid listen out of all these kids, it'll be worth it. Work ethic, goals, and I'm big on these. So I'm going to talk about myself with this stuff, kind of a little bit of history on myself. Lived in a small town in Southern Illinois. First thing I ever wanted to do was play basketball, and I wanted to be the best I could possibly be. So my parents started me, down the right road and said, hey, you want to be good in basketball? You have to work at it, because you're going to be a 6'1" white boy, and probably not going to be able to jump very high, not going to be real fast, so you're going to have to work at it. So they didn't make me, but they said, you need to shoot 300 jump shots a day. And me and my brothers did. That's what we did. But we had a goal that we wanted to accomplish, and we knew that we had to work toward that goal. And I've kind of taken that philosophy, when my basketball career ended in college, the next thing that I wanted to do, I got hung up on coon hunting. And Wayne Hawkins was out there a while ago, like, when are you going to start hunting again? And I looked at my wife, and Wayne goes, you don't want him hunting 6 nights a week, 5-6 hours a night. You don't want him doing that. But I wanted to be successful at coon hunting. And I was a little bit, not near, I didn't hunt long enough to really do anything big. Steve there, Mr. Yant, was hunting about the same time I was. And there's a classic example. He stuck with it, and I called him today just so I'd get this correct. And I'm going to have to read this, but some of you kids want to be successful in the coonhound world. Steve, he's won the national championship twice, the nationals twice, 4 super stakes, one truck, and 1 fraternity. Steve, I mean, only thing he says, looted in the world hunt. When are you going to win that, Steve?
I don't know. Don't get too old.
I think he will. But after the coon hunting kind of got over, I was working at coal mines, and I decided I want to start my own feed store. I love the coon hunt, love the atmosphere, and so I set my goal of owning a feed store. And the only way I could do it was, I had a nice day shift job at coal mines making good money. The only way I could do it, guys, was work second shift. So I ran the feed store during the day, worked coal mines 4 to midnight, and that's how all this kind of dog food got started, because I started, I own High Standard Dog Food too as well, two dog food companies. I bought Joy later on. But you young kids out there, set a goal. Set yourself some goals and work toward them. And nobody's going to do it for you. Mom and Dad can't do it for you. They can guide you, but they cannot do it. You're going to have to do it yourself. I want to keep this short and sweet, but I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you kids out there to do something. Do something with your life. Be successful. Set goals. Work hard. And be prompt. The most successful people I've ever been around, excuse me, the most successful people I've ever been around, on time. They're on time. they're not on time. They're 15 minutes ahead of time most of the time. Just little things like that, guys, that you know, as young kids, you don't understand until you start getting older. But you know, I'd love for one of you kids, 6, 8, 10, 12 years from now, call me. If you want to be a good coon hunter, and you call me 15 years now and say, hey, Mr. Graskewicz, I won the world hunt tonight. Or I'm a CEO of a company. Or I started a dog food company. Or I started a construction company. I'd love for just one of you guys to call me one of these years and just tell me that. So it's work goals and work ethic, guys. And like I said, I hope I can reach one or two of you guys just with those two things, goals and work ethics. With that, I'm going to cut it short. I want to say just a couple things about Joy Dog Food. Everybody in here knows that the price of dog food, guys, it just skyrocketed. I don't care whether it's the most expensive dog food out there or the cheapest. Everything went sky high, and it's all about supply and demand, really. There's not enough manufacturing facilities in the United States to make the dog food right now. I'm sure you guys have noticed there's empty shelves, different spots. And I could explain the whole thing to you, but I don't want to bore you. But what I want to say about Joy Dog Food is this. I'm 60 years old and I'm stubborn, okay? I can make and put $40 bag of Joy Dog Food out there by decreasing the quality of the dog food. Well, guys, I'm here to tell you, I'm not going to do it, okay? We have set ingredients. We do not ever detour from them. It's the same ingredients every single time. We've, you know, by no fault of our own, we've had to move manufacturing facilities, and some of you guys that are feeding it, you might have noticed a different size or a different color, but guys, the ingredients have not changed. And that's because of me. Like I said, I could drop the price of dog food $5, $6, $7, $8 back, but you guys, you know, and I get phone calls, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, wait, why is the dog food going up? Well, ingredients are going up. Manufacturing costs are going up. I'll take those calls. The calls that I hate to take is my dogs are sick, dogs won't eat it, you know, stuff like that. We usually don't get those. We don't get those calls about Joy Dog Food. If we have a complaint, it's you know, the rising cost of just top-end ingredients. So I wanted to take the opportunity with a bunch of people here to kind of explain that, because right now, in the last year and a half, dog food costs have went up. They really have. But I appreciate everybody coming. I appreciate you guys supporting Joy Dog Food. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. And again, if I can just reach one or two of you young guys about, you know, goals and work ethic, this last 10 minutes has been successful. Thank you.